What up, folks? The Shark Knight coming right back at you with more Slide 2 Bandit Thieves. What we did last time, we were able to take out the oil mains with the help from an old bear named Grizzleface. And after that, we went for a little bit of a ride with the thermo in order to get to the eagle egg. So now, we got 2 more jobs to do. Lighthouse break-in and hack the boat. Because we need to drain that battery in order to get inside before Arpeggio comes in to pick up the battery. So let's go ahead and do that. I believe Bentley had a power-up. Let's see, which one was it? Not the long toss. What was it again? I believe it was the reduction bomb. Let's see, shrinks enemies in the area. I believe that was the one. It doesn't work on bears, so we're gonna test it out on the guards. Oh, here's one. So let's see, I believe if you hold the L2 button and drop into this guard's pouch. Or next to him. Nice! It shrinks the guard. That's pretty cool. Okay, still got my hover pack. And the adrenaline burst. Because I'm definitely going to need those if I get captured by guards, or if I need to use the hover pack to get up to high places. Of course, like I said, the hover pack doesn't really work that well. So it may work at some high places, but not all of them. Just gonna take out that guard. Okay, there's a couple more guards, but we're gonna have to bypass them. Perfect, another log. Alright. First I'm gonna take out this guard and take him out. Put him to sleep and take him out. Time to run to the objective.
If we can trust Murray's informant, that's the silo with the battery hidden inside.
To prepare it for travel, we'll have to drain off its northern light energy. By attaching a boat's grappling hook to the top of the silo, we should be able to deplete power from the battery.
Murray's in position to help throw you out onto the boat.
Once on board, I'll hack into its steering controls and move the vessel close enough to fire its grappling hook.
Okay, I'll climb on top of the silo and attach the hooks. How many grappling lines will it take to drain the battery?
3 should suffice. Once the first line's attached, Murray and I will commandeer another boat. You should stay in position.
Finally, I get the easy gig.
Sounds more like a hard gig than an easy gig. I would just climb onto Murray, but
I'm all set to throw you to that boat.
I think I'm just gonna use.
My aim is impeccable.
Yeah, sure. I trust you, Murray, but I think I'm just gonna use the hover pack. It's easier this way.
Now to hack the steering controls.
Alright, let's go ahead and hack the computer to the boat. Oh, now these guys are gonna be problems. They're gonna come at you and drop some bombs. Well, actually drop some mines. So, if you run into one, you're gonna take damage. And I believe they take like either 4 or 5 hits. Not really sure. It's best just ignore these enemies. That is, if they don't get in your way. But I'm glad I was able to dodge them. Alright, now let's take out those barrier nodes. I think the mines damage these guys. I'm not sure. Let's see. Well, that is if they don't get hurt by the nodes. Well, they do take some damage. I don't know if it's going to be like a full hit. Might just be a little damage.
Nice work hacking the autopilot. That boat's heading into position. I'm
All right.
on top of the silo. Shoot the grappling hook up to me, and I'll make sure it gets attached to the battery.
Alright, there's Sly on top of the silo battery. Let's go ahead and hook this baby.
The hook's in place. You guys should head out for another boat before anyone picks up on what we're doing.
It's a shame Belly doesn't know how to swim. Oh! I keep getting into water. Might be easier just to use the hover pack. I'm probably gonna need to refill on my health. That is, unless I can get this job done. There's no way I'm gonna be able to use the hover pack on this. Alright, looks like we're in the clear. I think I had to use Murray's help to get across the boat. Because I don't think my hover pack can reach that high. Well, can't reach very well. Alright, time for some more boat hacking. Let's get rid of these guys. And I just went straight to that mine. Typical. Oh boy, that's gonna be a lot of them. At least they're not firing missiles. Alright, let's take out those nodes. So we get to that green hack. So we get to that hacker thing. I believe those enemies can take damage from getting closer to those nodes. The only problem is that getting them, luring them is going to be a problem. Ah, crud. Okay, but we're almost there. Just as long as I don't take any damage. Okay, looks like that's all of them. Now let's autopilot this boat. Perfect. Time to hook up the battery. Ah, too high. Wait.
One more grapple line to go, and this thing will be on empty.
I don't know how that happened, but it worked. Okay, let's find the last boat and hack it. Okay, Murray's still with me. Perfect. I need to take this guy out before we can get moving. I don't think I sold any of my loot. Well, after this job, we'll go back to the safe house. There's the mammoth. Let's see if I can make it across. Yep, I made it.
What happened to that guy? Guess he just prefers to be frozen.
Here goes nothing. Not gonna lie, it's not gonna be easy. Because now we got more hackers. Enemy hackers will be shooting and dropping mines. Oh boy, that's a lot of mine hackers. Looks like I had to take all of them out. Took some damage, but worth it. That wasn't worth it. Alright, just a couple more barrier nodes to take out. Almost there. Just don't take any damage. Come on, almost there. Yeah, I'm really glad those guys are not shooting missiles. The bombs are annoying, but could be worse. Alright, just one more node to take out. Alright, now let's hack the boat. Got it. Alright, that boat's moving to the silo battery. Just one more hook and that battery's drained. I was wondering what took so long. Alright, here goes. I think that's a little too high. Yep. Perfect.
That did it. With the battery chamber empty, we'll be all set to move in.
Alright, now that the power has drained the battery, well, now that the hook has power drained the battery, we're now set to go inside. And going inside the battery while the power is on will be electrifying, and not in a good way. I don't know what attacked the guards, and frankly I don't want to find out. Alright, let me see if I sold any of my loot. Nope, still have them all. I always forget to sell them. Time for a little lighthouse break-in.
That lighthouse is the conduit for collecting the northern lights. We need to shut it down, or the silo battery will continue to fill with energy, making it impossible for us to stow away inside.
So, you want me to go in there and bust the thing up? Sounds like work for Murray.
Actually, this job will require all three of our skills. The front door is locked, and you're the only one capable of climbing up to the hatch on top. Once inside, sneak down to the ground floor and let us in. We'll help you finish the job.
Alright, see you on the ground floor.
I really hate climbing all the way to the top. They should put some stairs or elevator on this thing. Or better yet, an outdoor escalator. That would be good. But sadly, it's not gonna happen. So I guess some ice climbing's gonna do the trick. Just make sure you're careful with those icicles.
Nice climbing, Sly. You made it up to the hatch.
Alright, time to head inside. Alright, now we need to get to the bottom by taking out those guards. I don't know why I loot that guard. I guess I just really love to pick up something shiny. Alright. We should be getting closer now. Just don't get caught by the spotlights. Alright, we're getting close. I would go down, but then the power, that red power electricity will shock me. I'd rather just stay alive. Done.
Thanks, pal. Just let me at that northern light attractor. It'll be slagged in minutes.
Not quite that simple, Murray. I'll reverse the energy flow from the control computer while you lift the main circuit breaker. That should give Sly a short window of opportunity to climb up the power lines and overload the system from the top.
Up, down. They should put an elevator in this place.
That's what I said. I don't think these things are going to do any good. Alright, let's make our way to the top. We gotta hurry. I don't know how long Murray can hold them. I don't know how long Murray can lift that thing.
Get climbing, Sly. We can't keep this thing reversed forever.
Yeah, this is heavier than it looks.
Just pay attention to where the circuit electricities are activating on those ropes. The power liners. That wasn't too hard.
We did it! The collection mechanism is overloading!
Alright, the power's been drained. For real this time. I am so glad that's over. Even though it wasn't that hard.
The lumberjack games are upon us. Now, despite Murray's study of the log chopping guide, none of us are skilled enough to beat John Bassan at his own game. So, though it pains me to say it, we'll have to cheat. Murray, you'll participate in the power log chopping competition. Get us a good score, and then let Bassan up for his turn. While he's chopping, I'll sneak the eagle egg into his trousers, and the protective parents shouldn't disturb his axe swings. Sly, given your ascension skills, I've signed you up for the ice wall climb. We'll keep Hassan from beating your score by pulling him off the wall with some nearby grappling lines. And finally, I'll represent our team in the log rolling competition. With my knowledge of rotational mechanics, we're sure to get a stupendous score. Sly will be in charge of greasing Hassan's log, so he has no chance of beating it. If you guys are ready, I say we head out and show these meathead lumberjacks what we're made of.
Alright, Operation Canada Games is on the line.
I can hardly hear myself think with all those trees making such a racket. Just calm down, Laura.
Like I was saying, time to beat John Bazan. Unfortunately, that's going to do it for this episode. So tune in next time as we take down John Bazan in the Lumberjack Games in Operation Canada Games. We're definitely going to steal those talents for real by cheating. And I really don't like cheating, but it's the only way to beat John Bazan, since he's clearly the winner of the Lumberjack Games. Alright, see you all next time. Shark Knife is signing off for now. Take care.